If I
It's
check
live,
if
it's live, it's live.
it's not live. It is live. Let me just confirm the usual shit that we do. And Parker, try not to be sexist on this one. We don't want to hurt the viewer
Bro,
that
that's
you had last
crazy.
time.
That's
What did she say?
crazy. Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Why? But what did you say about the?
When we
Yeah,
said
we don't
stretch
even.
that range out, stretch her out.
Anyways, we are in fact live. So okay, we're going to run exactly as the title says. Me and Parker are going to give our thoughts because we had actually, as my screen shared,
Yes, sir.
because we actually had this question quite a lot, if you remember, on my big channel where people were asking this exact question. But I think you had two guys that had a $15,000 portfolio or a 26 or a 50, right? There was something like that. It was two guys, and there was many other guys in between. Okay, he doesn't reply. But basically, their kind of questions were, yeah, it was a question. Those kind of questions were, hey, is it too late to start a DeFi portfolio? Not is it too late, is it worth it, right?
Yeah, they were in their mid-20s and they had, between like that 20 to 50K.
Okay, so even the 5K is way lower, right? So we had two guys. What was the first one?
One was like 20K.
Okay. And the second one was 50, right?
Yeah, and they were both like mid-20s, 24, 25, 26.
Yep. Okay, well, firstly, what do you think? And then I'll give you a kind of storytelling answer.
On the can they actually make money? Yes, easily.
Can you really make money, though?
Can you really? I mean, define really, because I mean, like we've said before, the average income, like in the United States, you're making $3-4 grand a month, and that's something that with like that 50K, we can exceed. Something we can do so easily. We do it every day.
Yeah. So the question doesn't really become, can you really make money with 5K? It more becomes a percentage game, right? So the aim of the goal is to stay in the game, or the aim of the game is to stay in the goal to acquire assets, right? And we even had this question. I think this guy joined the group before it was even DeFi's last time I was aware, right? So he's kind of brand new, and he had the same kind of question. We get this question all the time. Best way to grow a 1K portfolio with DeFi. There's no best way. There's just different routes, right? There's completely different routes. Do you want to be safe-ish? Do you want to be safe, or do you want to be absolutely risky, right? Because each outcome or each journey that you take down this path with your little car is going to give you completely different outcomes, and that just depends what you're kind of go for. And it's the same for here, right? It's the same for here, and the same for here, and it's the same for here. So we always say, Parker, the first thing they should do is they need a goal, because then it makes it very, very easy to know what they should choose, what assets they should choose, what time frame they should choose, and what APY, et cetera, they should choose, right?
Yeah.
So let's just answer the question, because again, if we had you can be the dummy here, right? And we'll make this a lot easier. So if I was to say to you, you're the client, I'm the teacher, for example, well, what's your goal? Let's spin it off each other. You come to me, can you really make money in DeFi with 5K? And I'm like, okay, what do you want to make?
I'm just going to think that I want to buy a car. So let me think a really nice car, $1,000 a month payment, which is the payment and insurance. I want to make $1,000 a month.
You like being difficult.
Oh, I make 1,000? I felt like that was easy.
Okay.
You don't think?
What's your time horizon?
Each month, I want there to be $1,000 that I make.
Okay. If I could give you 1,000, and first of all, we're going to come back to this question in a second, and I'm going to give you a spin-off, but I would ask you, Parker, this is quite a good game, actually. I would encourage people to kind of play along here. Okay, Parker, you want a car, and really you want $1,000 per month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get you $1,000 per month guaranteed or more easier in 5 months, or do you need it in the first month?
I'm willing to delay gratification.
Can you do that for me? Because I can give you two options towards your car. Okay, I can give you the complete, not degenerate way, because you're asking for 20% per month, I believe, if I'm doing the maths right, compared to my way where I would give you 10% and you would just need to compound, and we just wait a few months. I'm going to show you both options, by the way, Parker, in this example, and I want you to decide what you think makes more sense. But the second question we need to ask, once you've hit your goal, why you want the goal, okay, what's your current portfolio like, Parker, for this $5,000? Do you have any coins yet?
Oh shit. Bullshit an answer. Let's go. Yeah, I got XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Yeah, exactly. All
So
XRP.
XRP and Bitcoin, all XRP. Okay, well,
I'm just being difficult.
again, we would get it. So let's just say he didn't have any. Let's just it doesn't really matter, right? So even if he had XRP, we'd go down the rabbit hole and trying to find his goals. But the whole point is, we really just stress upon this question. It's not like can you really make money with 5K? It's just like what can you do today? Because if you're going for 6 to 12% per month, is what we always recommend. Like if you just come on here, I don't know what's some good paying tools. You just type in, AVAX, probably against some Bitcoin, etc. You're going to see some good ones. That's the 6% range. You would fucking stretch that out a bit. You're going to see 8 to 12s across the board in most of these pools. The same for Ethereum, the same for other ones. And then you'll have pools like Kyle's that we always mention because it's just the best one. We actually checked, Parker. You remember the 4 one you talked about? There's another guy asking for this one.
Yeah.
Pretty good pool. Pretty good pool if you like that. So you're going to see those kind of positions where in this example where Parker could get $1,000 per month. But, if he comes to the game with XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, my goal would be, okay, we can get you 1,000, but are you prepared to hold Zora? Are you prepared to hold 4? Do you know what that is? And if you're like, no, but I just want $1,000, I can't press the buttons for you, but it would be a very bad sell for you to go and buy a coin that you've never heard of to potentially go to zero and you lose your blue chips rather than delaying gratification, making 50, 60, 70, 80% per year and just waiting out 5-6 months by compounding. So would you agree?
I agree. That's good.
Yeah, that is good. So that's your options. Can you really make money with DeFi with 5K? It doesn't really matter on your starting point, and that's what we told the guys before. You got 20, you got 50, you got 100. It's all about how much percentage, what coins you want.
So let's make my goal 500 off the 5K. Let's do something reasonable there.
Okay. I mean, we just come and look at your assets that you have. So you said you had what, Ethereum? I mean, what are you prepared to do? The question is, are you prepared to put the whole portfolio in for a couple of months, get your feet wet? Are you prepared to put 20% in, 10% in? We always tell guys, even on this stream, bro, because I wish I owned VFAT. So do you, right? The amount of people we've sent here. We don't make any money telling you this, guys. We're just trying to get you more assets on your coins that you believe in. Whatever you have, man. USDC, Ethereum. I mean, USDC is okay. We always like asset to asset. But you can come on here with a 54% range right off the bat without even touching this and make 10% per month. So if you put your full 5K in here, we got rid of your XRP for USDC right now. There you go. You hit your goal. You're 500. Job's done.
Boom.
Boom.
All right.
That's it.
It was good live. See you guys next week.
See you guys next week. No, that's the reality, right? That's the reality. Again, it just comes back down to what do you have? What are you trying to do? And what's your goals? Because if you can do this, you can do this with 50, you can do this with 500, and believe it or not, you could do it with 5 million. As you go down the rabbit hole, what we'd recommend is you would take less risk with 5 million, e.g. be a little bit more safe. But if you're making 2, 3, 4% per month of 5 million, what is that, Parker? That's still a shit ton.
Yeah, it's still like what? 10. Let's see. Let's do the math.
Time to do the maths.
3% times 5 million? 150K?
There you go. So the game becomes, and that's just like cryptocurrency. That's just, no. It's not retarded because that's just like cryptocurrency, right? The least capital you have, you probably stay away from Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we get that. Although you probably shouldn't, but it's just like if you're trying to do real damage, you probably ignore some of this. If you're a guy that has a lot of money, you're probably going to start off more safe and maybe speculate with like 2% of your portfolio in absolute dog shit because you don't mind. So it's just the game. There's a reason why Michael Saylor doesn't have 1 million meme coins because he's a billionaire. He doesn't need to. He makes a 2x on Bitcoin. He creates billions of dollars. If most guys create a 2x on Bitcoin, they make 5K. Okay? That's just the game. Any thoughts, Parker?
No, you're 100% right. And that's the problem a lot of people take is that they take too much risk when they don't think they have enough money. And then if they lose their money, they're worse off than they would be having just done nothing to begin with. They just lost all their money. So it's riding that line. You're taking a little bit of risk, but you're investing in things where you truly believe you're going to win for sure. taking those winning bets for sure. Otherwise, you're just worse off than you started.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's it. That's it.
That's
You
it.
don't think?
No, I'm just thinking this this bull run in quotations. Do you still think there is a bull run?
Oh yeah, there's got to be.
I'm sure.
We got to
I'm
believe.
sure.
I mean,
Here's the
look at
question.
bull
Here's
run
the
for
question I
last
have.
2 years, man.
Here's the question though. That was kind of like a hard pill to swallow. Okay. So imagine the cycle is broken. Okay. Cycle's
Okay.
broken. What would you I just removed the fucking indicator. My God, I'm so retarded. Imagine like there's no cycle left, right? But
Okay.
here's like some scary facts, and I don't know if it's just me, but let's say there's no cycle anymore, right? And all Bitcoin, I'm not even going to talk about altcoins yet, but all Bitcoin continues to do, right, is go up to 140, back down to 122, up to 170. Do you understand what I'm doing here? It's just consistently, it becomes more like the stock market somewhat, right?
Yeah.
Where you just have constant drops, and because all these big players are getting in the game, right? Does that not scare you? Because how do you get out the game and back in to make money? The hodl investor, if this actually does happen, which I think it will happen eventually, that's what happens in the stock market, right? You don't buy and sell the S&P. You can, but like really the goal is, I'm pretty sure you're aware, is you hold long term and you make your 10% on average and you get rich the slow way for if you have a lot of money, right? If Bitcoin does that, like how does the hodler make any money? Because he's constantly have to rebuy back in, and he's never going to time that. This is not the 4-year cycle where it's somewhat, if you look back, it kind of becomes a little bit easy, right? Like, how does it, the hodler never makes any money because he only gets one lottery ticket to cash out, and then he can never get back in because he's just buying back higher, so you might as well not sold. So, what do you think about that?
That's a good point. I mean, that's where the power of DeFi comes in, to where while you are hodling your Bitcoin the whole way up, no matter how long it takes, you are building that extra income on the side. And it really just exponentially grows the process, because while Bitcoin's just slowly going up and down, you're able to grab an extra 10% of Bitcoin every single month and throw that back in. So when Bitcoin finishes the year at plus 20, plus 30% only, I say only, but that's still fantastic, you have 30% more Bitcoin as well. So you've exponentially just increased how much money you've made over the long term, which I think is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, and I wasn't even trying to hint on DeFi there. I just thought about it in general. That's kind of scary, no? Like, there's nothing you can do for the hodl investor because you only get one lottery ticket. You have to leave, but then you're probably going to buy it back in. Do you think that's a possibility?
Wait, is what a possibility? Which part? Of just not doing anything, not making enough
cycle is
money?
broken, and Bitcoin becomes the stock market. This is the game now.
I think that was the end goal, right? Is for Bitcoin to become the new asset, to become the asset that everyone wants. And parabolic, of course, is something we all want. But also, if you look at the last 2 years, I mean, that's disgusting. Since October 23, when 2 years ago today, Bitcoin was like $26,000 to $30,000. That's crazy, guys. That's crazy. And I think long term, this trend will continue up, even if it does diminishing returns, just like the gym, But it's like, I'm not going to stop working out just because I'm looking juicy.
I mean, you should, bro. You've not made a single gain since 2023. Just give up. It's about time you just packed it in, bro.
So just give up on Bitcoin
no, but
too,
seriously,
huh? So you wouldn't give up on Bitcoin though either, right? Just because it's, reaching new highs, high market cap, slowly making more gains over time, but you're not going to just stop working out because, it's too slow. No. We're addicted
but I get it. But a lot of us are waiting for this 4-year cycle to try and cash out, rebuy back in. And it just seems like the longer we get down, the 4-year cycle could potentially be invalid. I know Bobby and you were kind of saying liquidation zones. He was at 90, you were at 84, whatever.
I'm hearing you different this time.
For that final. Huh?
I think I'm hearing you better this time, where you said cash out, rebuy in. It's like Bitcoin's not something I'm trying to cash out, rebuy in on. Bitcoin's something that I am owning Bitcoin. My alts and all that bullshit, that's the shit I'm cashing out on and rebuying the dips. And you can see those charts, and they look like you're going to have a much better time doing it. I mean, look at XRP. Look at Quant. Look at all these coins. Let's see. Giant dips.
You always piss me off when you mention Quant, okay?
Oh, that one's just easy to range. That's a stable coin.
What the fuck is that? That's not even
That's
the right
not
one.
it. Bro.
That's not it, bro. So why is there like no chart? That looks bad. Okay, it doesn't actually.
Yeah,
look
I
like
wonder
that.
why. Yeah.
I promise you, Quants actually did okay. Not this bull run, but in 2021. Okay,
The
that
top
just
one,
looks
Binance.
really bad.
Top one, right?
That was the one I just did.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not good.
Do US dollar.
Okay, I'm too lazy.
Oh.
Let's go. No. It's like a Tinder profile, and then you meet her, and she's like a 1 out of 10. This
That's
is
so
more
sexist,
like it, okay?
bro.
I mean,
That comment
your
was
brand's
crazy.
more stable
That
than
comment
it.
was unhinged.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you be Mr. Nice Guy, and then you pull up to me on the live stream. We find out who the real you is, Parker. And all those little fans that you made before.
That joke wasn't even that bad, was it? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you were joking. Anyways, Quant is interesting because
$60 to 120 forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, basically since about here. Which where did you find that pill? Was it here? No.
Yeah, it should be on VFAT. There was
Is it on pills though? Is it pills?
Yeah, I think it's pools. Yeah, not farms.
I mean, it's not this one.
Yeah, do it with
32. There you go. I mean, it's not paying great.
It's not exciting, but on something like Quant that's went nothing but sideways, you could catch 80 to 120 and be pretty consistent, or 70 to 120. See kind of what that looks like. Just long term, making 30% a year off that. Because I mean, my Quant didn't do anything for 2 years. Making a 30% a year off of that, I mean, that's not bad considering just holding Quant forever and ever and ever.
Yeah. So again, it just goes to show you, so it'll be interesting. Maybe we check the HBAR pools. You remember the TVL? I do. Let's see if you were paying attention. It's the same. Yeah. So you can literally find. I wouldn't really touch this right now unless you're a really small player. Again, you just got to do the math. Weekly rewards 85. So if you're trying to make 200 a week off this, and you just do the maths here, it's just what would happen, Parker, if somebody put in 50 grand?
Oh, your APR is going to cut in half because. Well, if they put 50 grand in there, I mean, there's no volume coming through, and you're not going to get a 55% APR because they're doing the math on 8 grand provided, making $85 a week. That's trash. So if you put another 20K in, it's going to be $80 divided amongst like 30 grand. And so, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you're not going to make any money. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, so it's all about doing the math.
There's no demand for wrapped HBAR on base chain.
Not yet. Because we said the same thing with XRP, and then guess what? They started coming. So
True.
If you have assets in your portfolio, just come down the line. Especially if you're on this channel, right? You're on this channel for a reason, and you want more assets, or you want some sort of income where the market does nothing. The world's your oyster. You got any chats?
No, sir.
Oh, you're so good at YouTube, bro.
Shut the fuck up. It's dude, it's almost Christmas, bro. Oh, that reminds me. I have a shirt, actually. Hold on. I'll be right back. Keep the stream entertained.
Okay, let me entertain like the 5 viewers that are probably here. So, guys, while he's going to do something stupid, what we would say, man, is just like, hey, if you've been in this bull run for some amount of time, like depends where you got in. Got a question here as well. Yes, that's a great question. Maybe we'll get to that in a second. If you've been in this bull run for some sort of time, we'd always just say to you guys, what's your time horizon? What price did you get in, and do you want more coins? Because we're just showing you how to do this for free, and we just want you guys to get more coins, because at times like this, it can be super super difficult. But if the market's going sideways, if the market's going down, it's like you can really make a lot of damage. May Maguire, would you stay in DeFi during the bear market? Yeah, I would just change the strategy. So a lot of us, if this bull market happens, let's just say it's Q1 2026, and we do get that final push off top, like a lot of us think, you don't want to be an asset to asset, because the problem is, if you're in a Solana pool, for example, and Solana starts crashing, you're not going to stay in range, man, unless you're paired with another asset to stay in range. But chances are you want to take profits, right? You don't want to be in assets that you believe are going to go down. So what you want to do is you want to go in stablecoin pools. You're not going to get the 10%, the 5%, the 20% per month, but you can get 10 to 20% per year. So if you take a portfolio, May, from like, I don't know, 50K to like 200K, 250K, or whatever, it doesn't really matter about the number, because the number we just talked about here is irrelevant. It's how much you make. You have to start somewhere. So I would go to what we are going to do is when we would normally, nice sweater, when we'd normally cash out, we'd go to stable coins, unless you want to buy something in the real world, you know, so it's up to you. What was your thoughts?
I like it. Yeah, exactly. There's short strategies you can play to where you will actually make more money on the way down. You could even go more advanced with neutral strategies, which we teach inside our group, to where you're not really exposed to price up or down, and you're just making that funding rate. So you're just making that 60% a year, 50% a year, 120% a year, whatever it may be, and you're just net neutraling out the difference, which those conversations will come into play later when we're in a confirmed bear market and the market is moving down, and we just want to be unexposed. Just play it neutral, make the business, make the cash flow money, but we don't really care if price goes up or down. We're just compounding. Lots of fun stuff. Where's your sweater, Jake? Not very festive.
Bro, it's like 35 degrees, 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's 35 degrees here too, except Fahrenheit, not Celsius.
Yeah, let's actually check the weather, bro. Now, because now rainy season's over. Now it starts getting real fucking hot. And the rainy season's not 100% over, but like it's going to start getting stupid hot maybe in like the next couple of weeks or so. So, you know, it's too hot. You don't wear sweaters in Thailand, okay? Like you blast AC and you just fucking try and survive. Yeah, that's what I would say, Mike, to answer that question. Like, you need a strategy.
You got Kyle in the chat.
The Zoracal.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I'm making Kyle a moderator real quick.
What does that mean?
He's gonna have some superpowers in the chat.
He could fuck you up, bro. Hack your channel. Start just posting
Nah.
Zora videos.
If we get any trolls, he can take care of them. He's an enforcer.
You don't get any trolls, bro, because you get no chat.
That's cap. I had straight trolls only like a stream or two ago. It was only trolls.
It was one troll. Your chats have came from my main channel viewers that joined your chat.
Bro, they were literally on my chat. Chill, brother.
Yeah, but from me, from the main channel.
No. But they were on my chat roasting you, though.
About what? I thought they were roasting you. About being.
They were like, no, bro. They were. It was the whole time. It was you. They were like, can't believe crypto bros, just a bunch of muscle heads now wearing big chains and shit.
I mean, that's a
Meat
compliment.
heads.
Big muscles, bro. What do you?
Yeah, I'm not
thank
saying
you,
it's
bro.
not. Yeah, he wasn't
Thank
talking about
you,
you. I mean, yeah, he was talking about me.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't talking about you, bro. You're just in that sweater, bro. You're just a image. You're just
bro.
all
It's
neck,
nice
bro.
though. You said
You're
what?
just all neck. You're all neck, bro. You're just neck.
Bro, chill the fuck out, bro.
But yeah.
Look, Kyle's in chat. Kyle's in chat. He's telling you the guy was trolling you.
Don't make me, Kyle.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
it's a good moderator right there.
I'll put my full portfolio in your Zora Ethereum pill, and I'll completely wreck all the fees. I'll do it.
$1 million.
I'll do it.
You gonna 10x the TVL real quick?
Yeah, and minus $1 million the fees. Spain, back, bro. This pill is just up and down with fees, and in a good way. Like yesterday,
made 50,000 Zora in like 2 months.
Yeah, that happens when you're getting like fucking 2,000 to 3,000%, whatever his ranges are. High risk, high reward pools combined with blue chip pools seems to be what most guys are doing. And it's the same for the floor one that we talked last night. I think even Kyle was looking at this one. There's another guy. I'll give you a perfect story, right? He was in this one, BNB. And you know what he said? We love this guy, Shamil. We love you, Shamil. But you didn't pay attention to the onboarding call that you had with me and Parker. You know what he did? Guess what he
Go
did?
all in.
No, that's not the problem.
Oh,
What did he do?
too tight.
He comes
Too
to
tight?
this. He comes to this pool and he's like, 289%, not good enough. Let me just see. I think it was like 16 or 18. Could be wrong. Maybe 25%. Doesn't really matter. But he just stretched his way in, and then we just had to just come on to reality that this is never going to stay in range, you know. And again, you can be absolutely the safest guy in the world. It's obviously 4, so just be careful. And you can still make. I mean, I'm trying to just get 10% per month. Oh my God, only 10% per month. How will I ever eat? Bro, we're at 140. I mean, we're at 150%. Okay. It's probably going to be hard for this to go out of range unless 4 goes to 0, unless 4 just a million X's overnight. But regardless of that, this is probably what you should do and still be happy. Maybe you go
nice and wide, 10% a month. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah, maybe 150 is too much. Okay, I get it. But we shouldn't be doing the complete opposite and just chasing 1,000%. Okay. And even Bobby's on the USDT one, which actually pays more. So
yep.
I'm too lazy to do this, but let's just say mine's 100. Oh God. And let's just say plus 100.
20% a month.
And we're I could make this probably 250, 300%, and it's still paying 10% per month. It's just come on, guys. This is probably never going to go out of range unless 4 goes to 0. But why are we pushing 20, 25%? Just because people just try and make this number go as high as possible and they don't realize the width. And again, there's nothing bad that happens when you come out of range. Really, it's not like you lose the money. You're sold into another asset, but then you have to open a new pool. Maybe you're buying back higher than what you should buy, so you might actually not make any money that way, which would suck. And it's just because a lot of people don't understand. And we talked with Shamil, but he tried to be a little bit more risky. And we sorted him out Saturday, I think it was, and just say, hey, bro, a little bit wider range. Unless you're Kyle that can manage a pool pretty much all day, most guys, at least like us, are super fucking busy. But the only thing we want to do is maybe once a week. Mine's is probably once every 2-3 weeks now, just because I'm so lazy and it's on my other laptop and I've got this new laptop. I barely claim fees because I just know they're there. So they're just there. Yes, I could compound, make it go faster, but I don't know about you, man, but the first day when I did pools, when you got us kind of set up, I was every day, a couple times, probably every hour, I was even claiming $1. But now it's just just relax.
Yeah, you were posting pictures every day at first when you were excited. And the guys asked me Saturday how often I claim fees. And it's just I'm going to be honest, I only do it when I hop on these calls with you guys and I need to move something. Other than that, I do it at the end of the month and just claim a bunch of money and then move on. Yeah.
Nice.
Unless something changes. If I know. What's up?
What have you been doing with your fees recently?
Some of the stuff I have rules for, so arrow pools, I've been taking into cash lately. A lot of stuff I'm holding is cash and USDC in case the market moves down. I want to have a big bag for those dips. But nothing's been, I don't think I compounded anything into this month. I think I took it all as cash. And I bought that new MacBook and stuff too with fees. So it's
MacBook M4?
M4 Max. Maxed out, baby.
You're still behind me, bro. I bought that 2 months ago.
The Max?
Is that the 16-inch?
Well, the 16-inch is just the size, but no, the Max is the Max chip. It's the top. Not the Pro. Do you have the Pro? Let's see. Pull out them specs, baby. Ah, yeah, that's right. I'm Big Daddy now.
So wait, what's better?
The Max.
But why is it better?
It's their overkill, super fucking massive chip and everything for video editing. So I can do all the editing and stuff out there in Thailand with you guys.
But what's for me, because this is the question I had, right? The guy,
you don't need it. Okay, you don't need it.
I'm using this laptop is for Zoom calls and posting videos on YouTube.
Yeah, you don't need it.
And
I got it, so I can edit footage and stuff.
And he still tried to sell me the Max fucking version. Don't get me wrong. But I was
I'm just saying I'm Big Daddy now. That's all I'm saying, man.
You're right. Sorry, I must convey. So you bought it for better editing, or just because you want to be Big Daddy?
So I have a big PC set up. It's a nice beefy PC, but I can't take that to Thailand. I'm not bringing that on the plane, so I need something that's really beefy on the go.
If it was at 3.5K
on sale for that, yeah.
Damn. How did you get a voucher? I noticed you had a voucher.
Oh, the gift cards, Amazon gift cards.
Mhm.
Yeah. So actually, I'm gonna take the screen back real quick for a second. It's pretty
Take it.
cool. 1 second. Let's see. Here we go.
Because I
So
thought you were
actually, I
going to
used
do
it.
something with your DeFi pills, bro. You should have made a video on that. You should have bought it with some of your pills. But
I thought about that, but I already committed to like the process, and so oops. Let's see.
I mean, you could technically say you could have done it, which would be a good video, actually.
Yeah.
You should probably
So
do
it's a
that.
site. It's a site called Bitrefill. So for a lot of stores and stuff that you might use, you actually can, for the most part, too, non KYC if that matters to you. But you can find gift cards to places that you actually spend. So we're talking about making this daily livable income and how to spend it in the real world. If you're someone that, I mean, we all use groceries, right? You can look for like Walmart or Target or what these places might be. And you literally, for me, buying the MacBook, I went to Amazon, came in here, and I literally just was like, okay, bunch of $500 gift cards, add to cart, and you can see that I hit my limit for the day. I used a bunch of different emails, but I came in here, literally did that, and it's actually so cool. It's not going to let me do it, I don't think, because I already used this computer today. But it literally puts up a transaction, like QR code on screen, scan it with my phone, sent the USDC, and in a second, I had the gift card on my Amazon account. It's like crazy. And you just go through, and this is not a plug at all or anything, but this is for whatever you may need. If you want a flight, you go to a flight to Thailand, boom, Delta right here. You're going to go Uber, get to the massage parlor or something, Jake? Boom, right here. So whatever it may be, if you're a gamer nerd, Xbox, Netflix, Spotify, whatever you want, Lowe's, if you got like Home Depot, if you got a project the wife wants you to do, your DeFi pools can pay for it, man. You get a $2,000 gift card right here. Boom. Send some USDC from your pools.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I was reading Kyle's chat here. He said he checks it before work, after work, until bed. He watches it. He's got it open. He said he recommends doing it my way, but for the time being, stacking Zora, he's got to be watching it close. He printed 3,300 in Zora today. Man.
Damn.
Man.
Damn. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Can you give me back the screen?
Yeah, here you go. Let's see.
So you always like to mention quant, okay?
You're not sharing screen, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm sharing screen, bro. Don't worry. I'm going to chuck you something now, okay? Because you've been giving me a hard time, even though I've not been telling people to do DeFi pills with quant, okay? But you should. But I'm going to give you a hard time. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to put it on screen. No. And you know where this is going. And by the way, this has been profitable for me. I just need to do I've not been on another laptop in literally 3 weeks. So I think I'm pretty much there. But like I said, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to put it on screen and I'll let you talk.
Yeah, so obviously Black Hole has underperformed what I think everyone would have hoped for. As far as people just buying the token to make money, like without even pools aside, I mean, you're fucked, right? You were buying over $1 and it's down to 10 cents now. Most of us that got in on pools day one or towards the beginning, we all have made our initial starting capital back, depending on how much you've been rebuying and stuff at on the way down. If you're compounding versus rolling profits into something else to get risk-free as fast as possible, which we talk about a lot inside our group. Get risk-free ASAP, right? But something that Black Hole is similar to would be Arrow, which had price action just like this, like a year and a half ago, where it was over $1, came down to like 30 cents, super low for a long time. And we were just stacking as much Arrow as possible for free. And finally, Arrow recovered. So even right now, it's at $1 again. And all that Arrow we made at those low prices just compounded right back up. And then you're in so much profit at that time that you forget how bad things were for a minute. So hopefully Black Hole does well. It's still paying so good and has paid so good that I'm risk-free on the position. It still sucks that starting capital is much lower now. But being in pools, I'm not down 90%. I'm down like 50% in terms of the starting capital. But also, we've been printing a fuck ton of fees. So it's risk-free at this point already. And it sounds like you're in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, I think, the pool site was literally 6,000. The last time I checked, it was like fees were like 4 something, right? So I'm guessing
almost
I am close because it's still above 200%. And it has been, as far as I'm aware, above 200%.
Well, actually, here's how you fucked up. If you're just holding them in there, you weren't selling that black. You're holding it on the side. So
You're right.
you
You're right. But the first
yeah,
2 months I didn't. You're right. You're right. You're right. But I'm close. I'm pretty close. Yes, if
So
I
if
sold in the
price
last
moves
month or
upwards
so,
at
maybe.
all, you'll have a fuck ton then.
Yeah, yeah, but also as well, like I already have black because I mean it's a full range pool, so I'm already exposed to black. I didn't really want any more black because if black did well, it's a full range. It would have went up anyway. So my goal, and this is the problem with reward coins, except even like Aerodrome, you know that more than anybody else. People take their fees, and if they're getting paid in Aerodrome, they probably sell them. That's just the reality. Which is fine to do so. Like even the Zora pool, etc., is paying you a tiny bit in Pancake Swap. I'm pretty sure nobody's holding cake from that pool. They're immediately selling that. I am. I don't know about you and Kyle, but
Does
I'm,
anyone
I'm
still
I'm
own
holding
cake? Is it a big coin anymore? People just buy?
Oh, you know how you were talking about Luke Belmar? Luke Belmar got
Yeah.
exposed, bro. He
I
just got
saw
a
a video,
lawsuit,
but I didn't
bro.
watch it.
Yeah, Spencer Cornelia. He apparently let's see how it's his sniffs. Yeah, I feel that. The now I'm sniffing. The bro, you put me. You know when somebody texts you when you're midstream. Yeah. Apparently he got exposed, etc. But this
What
was
was
one
it?
of the ones he made. Bro, such a long story. I don't want to be boring, but basically, some other a guru sues a guru. It's always funny. Although there are gurus pretty respected in the ecom space. Like I used to kind of like know him coming up when I was in the ecom space. I would say that guy was pretty legit. But basically, he funded his whole marketing scheme, right? So you know how he got super famous, podcast, viral,
Yeah.
so many clips, etc. Like that takes a lot of money, and apparently this guy funded that as far as the video, and then basically, Luke Belmar copied this guy's product, which was Capital Club, and then like the other guy was like involved in that, and then basically he asked for the passwords, and they just locked him out. So Luke Belmar just took all access of the product they were working on together, and that's why he is 99.9% going to lose his case, and probably, go down as the biggest fake guru that wasn't a guru for a while. But I like Luke Belmar. He says some good stuff, but remember, you can get famous by using the market. Like we post videos for free, right? So if you have millions and millions of dollars and you can get access to these clips and just go crazy, like Iman Gadzi, you have like 1 million Park Array short channels and you just chuck the money and they just put that to work. You'll be famous in like 2 days. Alex Ramosi says to be like a AAA, not a AAA, but like a celebrity, it costs about $100 million, which basically means if you spend $100 million on marketing and you can just get out there, maybe not in the crypto niche, you want to do it more broad, right? Like self-improvement or like entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You kind of waste it on the crypto space. It costs about $100 million to be known, if that makes sense. He didn't spend 100, he spent like 4 to 10, but that was his strategy and it worked. But basically, then he kind of scammed other guys.
Force it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what Andrew Tate did. It's the same thing. So, yeah. But all that to say is he, I believe, bought cake. But then there's some other controversy that his parents were already rich, which kind of just wrecks the whole story.
What's your thoughts on being well known in the space?
Huh?
What's your thoughts on being well known in the space?
What do you mean? Turn that phone off.
No, that's actually the camera. Mic battery low.
What do you mean?
Well
known?
Like building your brand, like the Jake Gordon brand. Like, what's your thoughts on like starting to be like recognized and stuff like that?
It's good and bad. I've had so many death threats in the UK. Like, actually, like people know where I live in the UK. Threats over Instagram back in the day, but like nobody ever does anything. But like, bro, how many crypto influencers die? No, bro. I will die for the game. I don't care. But like, how many? Like, I just no, bro. I don't care. But if I'm going to die, who cares, bro? I'm going to die anyway. So like, I don't care.
Well, that's not good,
I would care a little bit. No, I would care a little bit, but bro, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like it
definitely matters, bro.
No, because like you get to decide what you want to do. You're on camera right now, right? Like thousands of people watch you every single Thursday with me in the main channel, and you're in the US. All you need to do is mention Black Hole. Somebody bought it, and they pull up at your door with a gun. I mean, you decided to play this game. If you didn't like that game, you should go and I don't know, just be normal.
That is why I like our mission and approach of we are not telling you what coins to buy, but what you hold, we'll show you how to make more money off of it.
but I will tell you what coins to buy. And if you lose, you lose. Don't be mad at me. No. But so many, bro, how many, like that guy from like ages ago, he was like cut up in a body. There was a guy, Las Vegas that got shot. Remember, he was a crypto influencer, I believe, that got shot in Vegas on stream.
But like,
Remember that?
what are their videos though? Like they just tell people to buy shit.
Well, the guy that got caught up, the Instagram guy, he I believe rugged. So like that's a different game.
Yeah, that's different.
So imagine
that's yeah, that's bad karma, bro.
Yeah, but like all that takes is for like just on the real, somebody to buy black because they seen you do it, and like they would get mad and they could come up and kill you. That, bro, that's the state. That's the state that you're playing here. Like, for example,
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, like
Bad
the
frequency
final boss
call.
guy, right? No, bro, it's fine. I don't know if this is the right one. It's probably not. Yeah. So this guy, the final boss guy, right? So apparently he made like, I don't know, 6 figures or 7 figures off this coin, right? I don't know how, if he was behind it, whatever. Like, all that would have to happen is some fucking psychopath shot him or stabbed him. Like that, because somebody lost loads of fucking money here, right? Okay. And if you're playing this game, you probably don't have a lot of sanity where you can't take a hit. So these guys are already crazy, putting 100% in this. And if you've seen him in London or in Europe and you were on a bad day and you were a psychopath, you would just stab him. So I don't know. That's what some people, it just takes one person, bro. So like,
Yeah.
I just think to answer your question, it's good, but it's also, you know, we're in the game of like, we're not telling people to like redecorate their house or like go to the gym. We're telling people, hey, this, you know, you could lose money here, and you should be, you know, you should be well prepared. But all it takes is one guy to just not like one of us, have a bad experience, even though we've been telling people to buy since 2022 and 2023, and they buy in at 2025 and they're down 50% on SUI. They now immediately hate you.
Yeah.
Even though that's not what we said. But
interesting.
What's your thoughts on it?
Oh no, same. That's the battle in my head getting started with YouTube, where it's like I want to be known to help people. Like obviously, like I need to get that message out there to help as many people as I can. But like it's also like I don't know. I feel weird about people close to me knowing. Like guys, I don't want certain people to know about money things, you know. So it's been a mental barrier for me to work through, where it's like how to show the results without over flexing or trying to be flashy. But like,
bro, that's literally what you're doing, right? You're talking about your car, how DeFi bought this car, etc. Bro,
yes, but
you're in America. You're like, whoa, you're doing the exact opposite of what you just preached.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I like how to show the results. Like, dude, the Corvette, modest. People in my comments saying that, oh, if you were making money, you get a Lambo. Like, that is overly, that's too much. That'd be me like spending. I don't know. I'm trying to find that line. I'm on this journey. I'm learning.
Okay,
learning myself.
But like 3-4 years down the line, it might be a Lamborghini. I know you don't want one, etc. But just pretend it was, because if you
True.
make so much
Well,
money,
that's what I'm
really
thinking.
care.
I'm thinking so like if I had 10 times as much as I had now, would I just buy the Lamborghini because it'd be like 10%? Like, yeah,
Yep.
sure, maybe.
Okay,
So
and then the
it's,
watch comes in. Do you know what I mean? Like it just scales. Like
Yeah.
you're going to buy shit.
I'd rather the Lambo than the watch. I'm gonna be so for real. Because I
Okay,
like
but get
cars.
both.
No.
Yeah, but like
No.
the point is, but the point is, when your portfolio gets so big, you're going to, right? So like what you just described is exactly what you're probably going to do. So like,
Yeah, and so that's the journey I'm on, trying to figure out where is that line. But at the same time, I don't want to overly flaunt it. I'm trying to find out if I want to. I'm not saying I wouldn't have it, but do I want to flaunt it online to build more credibility, or do I feel like that would bring the bad publicity? Or
it brings both, right? Because
yeah,
I'll tell you how this works, right? So to get people motivated that you want to change your life, right? I'll answer in a second. So to get people motivated to do anything, right? Nobody's going to be like the stream that we're on right now. This is the worst quality ever, just because like, this is more for like the close guys on like the main channel, etc. We put in a lot more effort, right? But this is just like, if you watch this video, especially right now on both of our channels, maybe not Parker's because he's at his channel for so long. Like I posted like 20 videos, right? Like we don't really need to go crazy on this channel right now, but eventually we will. But anyways, let's say you have Parker Ray. He's a little YouTuber, right? And you can maybe resonate this for you. Okay, Parker, no, seriously. If you're a younger version of you, right? Which means Parker at 2022 or 2020 or 2019, whatever, right? You got in crypto at 2021 or 2020. Doesn't really matter, but it was like 4 years ago, right?
23.
Okay. Fuck, you're late. Now it makes sense why you don't have a Lamborghini.
Huh.
So, so this is the park in real time right now. The parker in like, I don't know, 2027, 2029, doesn't really matter, right? Is watching you. Okay. Do you think you can help this guy if you're still in your basement making videos, or do you think you have a better chance of helping this guy by showing him what's possible, by you giving motivation, right?
I see
Because
that.
you're in a better car. So like, if you really want to help somebody, there's a thing called the attention game. Everybody's brain's fucked up. TikTok, Instagram, like it's an attention game. So if you really want to help somebody, like you're never going to help somebody by being humble in your mom's basement. Like it's just never going to work. Like we're in the game of getting eyeballs, but to get eyeballs or people interested, it's very hard to like not show the proof of the pudding, because again, what you said, why is it not a Lamborghini? Even though you did well, but it's like that guy needs a Lamborghini maybe for him to actually be serious and change the game, or he can never help himself. Do you know what I mean? So it just becomes a different game. So you're always going to have that battle, especially in our game, is about money.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a Mark Zuckerberg and you wear the same t-shirt every single day, he's behind the scenes. He doesn't have to, Facebook isn't about, oh, here's how much money you can make, right? He doesn't need to play that game. But in our game, bro, especially the guys we're competing against, if you're competing against eyeballs and you generally believe you can help people, just like we do with our, you know, even this call for free, right? This is the free call. You can start any single pool. You do not need to buy our shit. If you want extra help, you can, but you can start this, and probably guys have started this by themselves. Experiment with $100. But if you want to take people seriously, for the guys that need the extra like nudge, they need
so small.
They need like the extra motivation, you know? Just a ball.
Okay. This is perfect though, because that's what I was thinking. Before, my biggest barrier to starting YouTube was being scared to put like those financials and stuff out there. Like actually, like, do I want to put my face, my brand out there? And then before doing that, I thought, you know, buying the flashy cars, even though they're cool, it's like, it's kind of a waste of money. I didn't see the value in it. But now that we're in the content game, now I do see where the value can come from that. And that's why now I feel like my opinion's slowly starting to change, because I can see, you know, exactly what you were just mapping out right here. I can see how that'd be beneficial to the people that are on that path or aspiring for those things, to see that it's possible. Whereas if I was just trying to be, you know, quiet wealth, old money type shit, I didn't need it. I was happy with the truck, you know?
Yeah. The reality is, man, like, and again, we tell you this because we're real people, and we like you're watching this channel. You're like the real ones. I bought a $65,000 watch in Dubai. That month I did $85,000 in sales. And I believe it was just from the watch, right? Maybe they were inspired. Maybe they're, you know, got more motivation. I could have not bought the watch, put it in pools, etc. But if I genuinely wanted to believe, I also wanted the watch. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to spend that much. The whole goal was to spend 20,000, but Alex and other guys were there, and it just got escalated. And it brought back in more. And we helped 6 or 7 more people that month start pools. So, and we also met 3 or 4 close friends that I'll remember forever that came to Nashville. It was about that time. When I was in Dubai, I think we went like a month or 2 after, whenever it was, I can't remember. But like, we actually met those people. And I believe one said it was because of the watch. Maybe that was for all of them, maybe it wasn't. But like, to answer your question, that they maybe would have never bought anything from me because they didn't believe DeFi pools were possible back then. Yeah. I could not have done that. Or I could have bought it and never showed it, but like, I don't know. Depends what kind of person you are. Again, I would always, if it's me and I'm starting out with cryptocurrency, I'm not going to watch some guy that doesn't have proof in the pudding. Yeah. I need to see something, or I don't know. My mind is, I can't believe it's possible. So
exactly.
And it's the same thing for you. When you were in my old group, right? You didn't show anything, but you showed us the money. So nobody was interested in you until you said you made 10K your first month in DeFi, or when you started, you hit your first 10K month. Nobody listened until you said that. So you didn't show us anything, but you showed us the revenue or the profit per month of these coins. So you did the exact same thing for us to pivot to sell this. So you just answered your own question. That's what you did, and that's why we changed.
Exactly.
Show, don't tell.
So I'm starting to see that journey. That's the path that I'm on. So I'm seeing that I may have to start doing those things. Whereas when I was just by myself, not online, I would like, you know, purposely hide it. People, you know, I liked looking poor. Hiding it. Can't be a target, man.
I mean, you still do, but you know, you're on your way.
I mean, yeah, the sweater is not really my best color, but
I bro, I just woke up. I'm in the tank top I wore when I slept, but here we are. Yeah. Okay, a couple questions.
What questions you got? Let's
10 minute
see.
late. You got to check ETH. Okay,
Kyle
we'll do it
said,
in a
"Why am I a
second.
centaur?"
Do you, Parker? Come on,
The
walk
drawing.
in. Come on, walk in. Do you do you find your friends and family ask you for money all the time now? It's funny you say that. My brother,
Yeah.
and this is my brother. Literally, like he needs a new car. His lease or whatever you call it. I don't know. I've never leased a car. I don't understand how it works. But basically, it's coming up to his thing next month, and I thought it was kind of nice just to buy him a car for cash. So he's finding a car right now. It's not going to be a crazy car, but it's going to be a car that he wants. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's another thing you can do is like once you get yourself doing okay, although we're far from okay because we love the game. There's no number for at least me, probably not you as well. It's just about the game. Like we can just buy him a new car or a car that he wants. So that's nice. But that's not like in a bad way. He didn't come like, oh, like I see, like he needs it, right? It was my offer. So yeah, it happens.
Same
But
here as well. I
if
mean, I
you've
told
got-
you, Mom called asking for money last week. You know,
And mom called and asked for money, and he sent her nothing. No, but also like my mom wants to come to Thailand. She would never be able to afford like a 2K or 2.5K business class, and I would never want her to sit on a 14 or 15 hour economy class flight, even though she really wants to. But I just know that the first time I came to Thailand, I was like, oh, there's probably no difference, bro. Your legs fucking die, especially when you're old. Like your calves on a 14-hour flight. Yeah, you do 7 and 7, but like it's so painful. So it's just nice to be able to buy people shit and give them a better experience. So that's also nice. But if you've got friends and family like seedy asking you in a weird way, maybe they're not the right people you want around you. Do you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
You should never, you can tell when somebody's like now asking for help when they normally wouldn't when you were on the come up. So I would say that.
That's worth noting too. So like, I'm not telling my friends and stuff from like my day-to-day life about like the crypto and the money. Like actually when they ask what I do, I don't really even mention it unless somehow they already know and we get into that. And even then I'm very vague. But online, the YouTube, the people that are looking for help and stuff, that's the people that know about crypto, what I'm doing and, you know, our goals and whatnot. But I'm not just telling the day-to-day people. Like I really don't want normal people to know. But the people that are looking for help with crypto and how to monetize their assets, make more money, I'm very willing to help and show those people. But not the randos.
Yeah, but you post now crypto videos pretty much every single day, so you're going against your thesis, Parker, right? My God.
But the algorithm, but it's too smart. It's finding the people that need it. The most qualified watchers possible. Not the
But it's
randos
interesting, all right. We've had people join our group, and even you've got a guy I think called Jason. He bought from us, and he's like in your state or whatever. Like he's probably down the road. Like I think we've got like 3 or 4 or 5 guys literally like 20 minutes away or 10 minutes away from when I live in Glasgow in the UK. So like, you know, there is that to it. But most of these guys are sane, right? They're not fucking weirdos. So, you know, everybody always says, oh, they want to do YouTube, etc. Do you really? It's a hard game, you know, but if you have an interesting story to tell, and it's not even about making money. My first sort of game with YouTube, besides the fitness channel I had, besides the dropshipping channel I had, it was just basically me losing loads of fucking money after the bull market. Lost everything. But that was a document that I wanted to say today. And I might fucking do it again on this bull cycle. So like, it's just a game, man. If you can just share people what you're interested in and you don't mind a little bit, because everybody wants to like make perfect cuts, etc. This is the most organic video we could make because you guys are real ones. So you just have to understand. How many people say to you that, oh, I want to, like even you said to me, want to be a YouTuber? Okay, let's see. I'm surprised you're still here. I'm not going to lie. Like you made the 100 videos in 100 days, or we didn't actually do that. You kind of didn't do that, so you kind of lied. But like, you've made how many?
I went for longevity.
Not including shorts. Yeah.
It's over 100 now. It's over 100, but I did it over a year, I think. I was doing 3 for a week for a while, then I cut it back to 2 long forms and the lives and everything. So,
and he was getting, we used to call him single digit Parker, double digit views, you know, because he was just posting and nothing was happening. And it's not even about the views. Like
11
I always
views
say,
and 3 of them were me.
And one was me, and one was Ryan laughing at you, and one was 2 other people that we know also laughing at you. But guess what? That doesn't matter right now, because you have to understand. If you make a video and 10 people are here, Alex Hermosi used to say this. Like, I would fucking love back in the day if I was in like a PT group session and 10 people came. But 10, it's just the same. 10 people online, like watching you, it's the same thing. You start getting to 100, it becomes like a small stadium, at least for us, in like a small football game. A very small stadium. You start getting 1,000 views, which you've had pretty consistently. That's almost like a little arena, right?
That's crazy.
And you're in the middle, right? You start getting 5, 10K. That's all you need, bro.
Jake, imagine you're like 80K, 100K vids. That's like stadium. Crazy.
Yeah, but also it's about your niche, right? It's hard to do that in our niche, especially when we're talking about DeFi. It's just not going to happen, at least for now, but that's fine. So it's all relative. If you get the right viewers and the right channel, it's easy to take numbers for granted. So that's the way I would look at it. You got to check ETH ping pool. What is ping? Do you know?
It's not the meme one. He's talking about, I think,
This
he doesn't mean Pingu. Yeah, ping? Oh, he didn't say pang, he said ping?
He said ping, bro. It has to be.
I don't know the coin, but let's see.
This is the coin. Bro, it's this guy, the smart guy, the all with Sinfo. Remember him?
Oh, he's back? Sinful.
Yeah, I got this guy's. So, again, this is almost like the 4 token. They don't even have a website. They don't have a website. So I can't check it out. I mean, this guy just knows everything about the game. 22 million market cap, 34% range, paying 900%. There you go. Guess what your rewards are, though, Parker? Aerodrome. Basically, there's a lot of high risk, high reward pools. So this could be a Zara. Has a better product, like it's actually have a working product. This one doesn't have a website, but that doesn't matter. If the coin goes up, the coin goes up. A website's not going to save you, but compared to Zara, I think it has a better chance. But that, again, it doesn't matter if you're playing a short-term game here. Can you unmute me, Parker? I can see that double echo. That's very annoying.
My bad. Fixed it?
Yeah,
fixed it.
So what do you think about this pill?
I mean, I just don't know the asset at all, right? So, I mean, it's something where if you wanted to gamble exposure to, instead of going straight into the meme coin, you could gamble it and monetize it at the same time. So you're reducing, I'd say, your risk because you're pairing it with Ethereum and you're cash flowing. So I think if I was going to play meme coins, this is how I would play meme coins versus just buying the coin and praying to God it does something. You're making 3% a day off of this right here, what's on screen, and you're paired with ETH. So you're a little less risky technically. Still risky. Your full risk is paying to the downside, which could go down forever. But I mean, it's cash flowing well. 900% is nothing to laugh at.
Yeah. So again, it goes back to the title of this video. Can you really make money in DeFi with 5K? Let's say you put 5K in there and you manage to stay in range. How much would you make? 3% per day. Can you do the maths?
On how much?
5K. 3% per day. Example.
$150 a day.
4.5K a month. So in 1 month, you scoop back the initial investment if you manage to stay in range and nothing happens, right?
Yep.
In a normal pool, you make $500, $300, $700, 6 to 12. Okay. So again, that just depends what you want, bro. Okay. We would say take this route. Fucking Excel draw is so hard to draw on. We would say take this route to $400, $500, $600, and then maybe scale a little bit to something like this if you want. But like, if you take this route and you survive for 1 month, okay, but don't take it for granted. It's up to you. But if you're somebody that has, $500K, $1 million portfolio, you can take these bets all the time. All the time. Agree?
Agreed.
All right, what time are we on? We're coming up to an hour.
59 minutes, baby. Right on the edge.
Okay, we'll give 3 more minutes. We'll stop at 48. I'll let you say something, bro. I always say too much, and I just woke up.
You just have a beautiful voice, man. It's nice to listen sometimes.
Yeah.
Double buy pose? Double buy? Let me think. I don't think anything is really pressing me at the moment, to be honest. Market is holding good. I mean, we're sitting here, we're waiting, seeing what's next.
I've got something. I've got
Okay.
something for you
Okay,
because
go
I
ahead.
didn't understand this. I want to call you out. I'm calling you out right now, Parker Ray. Okay, let me find it. Where's your post?
Which one?
Found it. I want you to explain yourself in court. Bobby didn't agree with you, or you were looking at different horizons.
Yeah, Bobby said that you thought we were fighting. We're not fighting. We were just literally bouncing off of each other.
Oh,
Pause.
I
That
tell
sounded
Bobby
okay.
something, and he gets the wrong edge of the stick sometimes. Fighting. I didn't say that. I said disagreeing.
Yeah, just was looking at the liquidation charts. He's looking at the 6-month time frame. So I mean, I was looking at the 1 year. So I'm looking at stuff that these glasses, I can't even see that chart. It makes it literally invisible. Hold on. I might take screen back if you want. Actually, let me
Take
find the
screen
post
back.
first.
It's under Brock 4 days ago crypto. If anybody has any burning questions, now's your best chance to ask them, because as soon as we finish this, we will be gone and on with our days.
Let's see. Yeah, so actually, this post right here, Bobby was talking about the liquidation points down to, I believe he said about the 94K level, which on his little screenshots right here, and I pulled up his 6-month chart, and that would show up right here. High liquidation points, which just means a lot of people that were taking out leverage, betting on the upside of Bitcoin specifically, a lot of them get wrecked at that 94K level, which means the market has a huge incentive in terms of the market makers to bring the prices down to that level to absolutely fuck anyone. Excuse my language. Destroy everyone. That's the market's job, to destroy everyone for the rest of time while long-term going up in Bitcoin. And so I was just showing the exact same thing, but on a longer time horizon. I was looking at the 1-year time horizon here and seeing that this 83K mark down here over a much longer time horizon has a lot of weight. So it doesn't mean that we'll go down to 83K and sit there, but there's a lot of incentive for even just a wick, a liquidation event to come through and just take out as much leverage as possible. And I would actually love to see that followed by a spot rally to the upside, because that means that we'll actually have a spot driven rally. People actually buying Bitcoin, not just gambling, taking on leverage. I want to see Bitcoin hit higher prices without these giant liquidation points just sitting below us. But me and Bobby, we're in agreement. I think 93K is going to be first stop if this happens anyways. I just see this high time frame zone where this has a lot of weight to me. I think it's something to be aware of. Is it super concerning? I mean, not super, but it's something that is definitely possible. And it's technically a lot heavier than anything to the upside currently. I feel like I just said a lot.
How
Did
many
that answer your question?
viewers? How many viewers, active viewers, did you have this stream?
5 currently.
I'm always W, bro, on a smaller channel. It doesn't make
10?
sense.
You just got that face,
10 or
man.
9.
You got that face that they love.
Okay, you guys know what to do.
That's
Thursday
it, huh?
we will be going live. I mean, it's been an hour. We have a strict cutoff set. Thursday we'll be live in a big channel in the studio. And Parker Ray, what's your full YouTube name? Is it Parker Ray Crypto or just Parker Ray?
It's just Parker Ray, but if you type crypto, it gets rid of the serial killer that pops up instead of
Yeah. So Parker used to have a bad grandpa, I guess you could say. I don't know. But Thursday we'll be live, same time. Probably next Monday as well. We're going to bring this in the studio, make it more fun, because why the fuck not? It's way more fun. And it actually gives me a reason to take a shower in the morning, which I kind of like. Any last words? Thank you, Parker and Jake. Thank you, May, for always being here. I'm locked into. I'm going to get on with my day. I'm going to check my pools, going to check my AVAX black pools, and probably dump that black. So be wary of more chart volatility, because I will be selling today. I'm compounding that to something else.
Sweet. We will see you boys